Hello everyone, Mr. Cruze here. Thank you for watching this video. This is your Business Math Chapter 3 test review. Hopefully this video will be very helpful for you. I think this might be a couple videos just because of the time limit. But basically I'm going to go through these. You can rewind them, watch them at your pace. If something goes too fast, you can always ask me questions, tweet me, email me, whatever. But this is for you to be successful on your test tomorrow. Okay? If you can do this review, you can do the test. So let's start. See how much we can get done in one video. Number 1 says Eric and Stephanie Clay have these items to deposit on December 11th. So we have Eric and Stephanie Clay. That's who we have. They've got some bills to deposit. They've got some coins, right? And then they've got a few checks. So we're going to go ahead and deposit all this stuff. The account number I could care less about. Obviously, if this were your bank account, you would have your bank account number. The first line says cash, and now a lot of places this will say cash and coins. Okay, basically everything that says bills and coins I have to add together. So off to the side I just add 45 and 1045. You should get 5545. Cash and coins you add together. Okay, checks you're going to list separately, but cash and coins you add together. So now let's list our checks separately. We have 3 of them. So 561, 25. We have one for $30, and we have one for $5.15. Okay, there's a couple other things. Sometimes here in this little part here, they might say to put the check number, but we don't know the check number, so we're good. It might also say subtotal from other side. That would be if you had more than 3 checks. Okay. Anyway, you add those together to get your subtotal. You add everything together to get the subtotal. So you get 651.85 when you do that calculation. You can check me on a calculator. I've already got the calculations done, so you can try it. It says they want no cash back, right? No cash back. That means I'm going to put 0 in the less cash received. I had a lot of you not put 0 on this on your last quiz. Make sure you fill out 0. We want to know that we're not getting any cash back. It's just 651.85. Okay, and that's the total deposit. It's really not too difficult to figure out. Remember, everybody has to fill these out at some point, so it's a good thing to know. The Singer family had a moving sale. Okay, we don't necessarily care about that. We don't know the day they did this, so I don't know. Let's just make up a day. How about 5/31 of this past year? Okay. Again, make up some account number for them. I don't care. Use your favorite number. Let's see. They made this deposit 200s, 5 50s, and 23 ones, as well as 13 quarters. All of that is cash and coins. That's going to go in the first line. So we have to figure out how much that is. Well, if I have $200 bills, that's $200, right? 5 50s is $250, right? 23 ones, well, that's just $23. And then 13 quarters, remember each quarter is worth 0.25 of a dollar, right? You multiply that out and you get $3.25. Add those all together, and that'll be your total cash and coins, which should be $476.25. Now we can list our checks. 35, 40, and 55. Do not add the checks together. So 35, 40, and 55. Okay. Put those all there. Add up to get your subtotal, which should be $606.25. They do this time want cash back, which would be $40. Don't necessarily care how they want it back, but they do want it back. So we're going to subtract $40 from that, and you get $566.25. To get the total deposit, you just take your subtotal and minus any cash back, and that gets you your deposit. Okay? Because this is the total amount going in their bank account. Number 3 starts a long list of check registers, right? We have the check register of DeWitt Hammond. It showed a balance of $496.42. This goes here in this first line, $496.42 on July 11th. Well, there's not really a place for that date, but that's fine. He deposited a payroll check of $318.91 on July 12th, so 7/12. This was a payroll deposit, right? And since it's a deposit, that would be $318.91. Remember, deposits you're going to add and withdrawals you're going to subtract. So when you add those together, you should get $815.33. Then it says on July 13th, he wrote these checks. Number 121. Okay, you can write check 121. You can put Harwell Apartments if you'd like, or just leave it check 121, that's fine. Or you can put the 121 here and then put Harwell Apartments. For 525, so that's a withdrawal because you're paying them. When you subtract 525, it kind of takes a hit out of his account and you get 290.33. Then you also wrote check 122 on the same day to Newman Credit. For 98.08, again a withdrawal. When you subtract 98.08, you get 192.25. And then check 123 is for 75 bucks, and that goes to United Way. So he's donating to a good cause. United Way, $75, which gives us a final balance of 117.25. Okay? You were literally just writing down every step. What you're adding in, what you're withdrawing. A lot of you are forgetting to put this over here on the side. You're just putting all of them and then doing it all in one step and then getting a final total. It's not so much the final total I care about. I do care about the steps along the way. It's very important at each step that we have enough in the bank account to make these withdrawals, right? So we need to know at every step what the total is. We can't just wait till the end and go, oh, we're negative $600 on, in debt because we weren't keeping track of things as we went. Okay? Keep track of every step. Very, very important. All right, number 4. Danella Boyd's checking account balance on 12/1 was $3,060.65. She made a deposit. Let's see, a deposit of $1603.48. That was on 12/2. So that deposit gives her a new balance of $4,664.13. Again, this is all just on a calculator. You're just adding. And you wrote some checks. Let's see. So those were written on 12/7. It says. So you just kind of got to read ahead. So they don't give us any specifics. So this is just one check at a time. So a check. Obviously these are checks. So these are all going to be withdrawals. So we're going to subtract 1780.44. We get 2883.69. Another check. Same date. These are just going same date. 2274 this time. When you subtract 2274, you get 2860.95. Another check for $9.10. That brings you down to 2851.85. And then one more check. I didn't put my arrow down long enough for 125 bucks. And these might just be for random bills or whatever. That leaves us with a new balance of 2726. Can't read my own handwriting. 2726.85. Okay. And again, check me on these. Make sure the calculator is working right. We're just adding and subtracting as we go. I'm just showing you what you should be getting. On Tuesday, December 10th, Henry St. John used a debit card to pay for garden tools of $83.12. So we can put debit garden tools. And this is December 10th. Obviously he paid for it, so that is not a deposit. That is a withdrawal, right? Ooh, something's going on. That is a withdrawal. So we have $83.12. Okay. His work clothing, also on debit, is $46.75, and his groceries, also on debit, right? Some people label it debit just for fun. His groceries were $54.79. Let's see, his bank account balance was $437.01 at the start of the day, so let's just keep a running total of what he did. When you subtract $83.12, you should get $353.89. Remember, keep a running log. Subtract the $46.75, you get $307.14. Subtract $54.79, you should get a final balance at the end of the day of $252.35. Okay, again, check me. These are all withdrawals, so it's not terribly difficult as you go. Okay. Oh, I skipped one. There we go. At the start of the day, Grace Williams' checking account had a $201.87 balance. She used her debit card. Let's just make up a day. I don't know. Let's go... I guess we'll go August 4th. That's when we started this adventure, right? She used her debit card to pay for groceries of $56.12. So 201.87 minus $56.12, because it's a withdrawal, gives you $145.75. And also $28.45 for cleaning. Okay, doesn't really say. Maybe it was cleaning her house. We're not sure. $28.45. When you subtract that out, you get $117.30. She then transferred $150 into her checking account from savings. This right here is kind of like she knew that she was going to have some unexpected expense that was going to be more than $117.30. So she knew she had to put some money in her checking account from savings. So I'm just going to label this as a transfer from savings. Okay, and the transfer from savings is actually a deposit, right? Because it's coming into her checking account from savings. So it's actually adding $150 in. So you actually get $267.30. So it's kind of like she knew she was going to have an unexpected expense and needed to actually put money in, which is actually a good thing that she did, because she has to pay a charge account bill, right, of $187.12. So she has to now subtract $187.12. Notice, if she had done it here at $117.30, she would have been in the hole, like $70 almost. So we are glad that she put that extra $150 in her bank account. So when you subtract the $267.30 minus $187.12, now you get a new balance of $80.18, and everything is good with her bank account. Okay, I think we might be able to get one or two more in here real quick before the end of this video. So after work, Gladys Schroeder used the ATM to deposit her paycheck for $638.77 and to withdraw $200 cash if her starting balance was $418.03. Notice we keep putting the starting balance up there. What's her new balance? Well, she used the ATM, and again, let's just make up a day, so let's just say she did this on Halloween. ATM deposit, so she put money in at the machine. Obviously a deposit, $638.77. So now you're going to add those two. And when you do, you get $1,056.80. But then she decided, well, I'd also like to have an ATM withdrawal of $200 cash. Maybe she got to the bank too late to do this in person, so she's just pulling it from the ATM. Well, just subtract 200 out, and it's a piece of cake, $856.80. All right. Let's try. Actually, I think we'll finish this video off here. Stay tuned for the next video, alright? The link will be in the description below. Obviously, you can watch any of these over and over again until you are sure for 100% that you know how to do these, alright? Good luck, and I will see you tomorrow.